going to go over some design assistants and platforms that you can use to help with your website design that incorporate AI as well. This will help streamline the design process when it comes to building your own website and things like that. So without further ado, let's get started. So the design world is embracing a new wave of innovation with the rise of AI assistants and platforms. These tools are transforming the way designers work, offering exciting possibilities for both beginners and professionals. AI design assistants and platforms are essentially software applications that leverage AI to aid designers in various tasks. So they can generate creative concepts. So imagine describing your design idea and having the AI generate various visual options based on your input. Tools like MidJourney and DreamStudio excel at this. They can also automate repetitive tasks because they can handle tedious chores like resizing images, removing backgrounds, or generating color palettes. Adobe Sensei and Canva Magic Designs are really good examples of this. They can also help you analyze your design and suggest improvements based on established design principles. These are things using tools like ClickUp and Designs AI. And AI can also tailor designs to individual users or audiences, creating unique and relevant experiences as well. The benefits of using AI in your design increases efficiency and productivity. It also enhances creativity as AI can spark new ideas and help designers explore possibilities they may not have considered otherwise. AI-powered design tools can be easier to use than traditional software, and AI can create designs that are more relevant and engaging for individual users. So let's take a look at how AI can be used in terms of design assistants and platforms. The first one that we're going to take a look at is the Wix Design Assistant. So Wix have now come up with their new studio editor, and now when you create Wix websites, you can either use a template or a canvas, or start from scratch with a blank canvas. And they have a Wix Design Assistant now to give you feedback as you create your beginning parts of your website. And you basically answer a few prompts, and they'll be able to guide you through the design process. So let's take a look at both the template and the blank canvas editor and see which one would work best for you. So the Wix Studio themes and templates are essentially custom templates that you can create in Wix Studio. They allow you to save unique site design, and you can also reuse it for other sites or even sell it to other Wix users. So to create a Wix Studio theme, you first need to create a site in Wix Studio. Once you've created your site, you can customize it to your liking, including the layout, design, apps, and once you're happy with the site, you can save it as a template. But Wix also offer their own templates as well. They used to offer a bunch of templates with their Editor X and the ADI. They still have those, but with the new Studio Editor, they also come with new templates as well. So you can start off with a completely blank template, save it, and customize the layout to however you want it, and you'll have your very own custom template, or you can use one of the Wix Studio templates as well. Wix Studio themes are really powerful, and they can save you a lot of time and effort when creating new sites. They also allow you to create unique and professional websites that stand out from the crowd. Some benefits of using the Studio themes instead of creating a blank canvas is that it saves a lot of time and effort. So Wix Studio allows you to create new sites really quickly and easily without having to start from scratch. You can create unique and professional websites. They're really highly customizable, so you can create a website that's truly unique and reflects your brand. And if you're a web designer, you can sell your Wix Studio themes to other Wix users, and this is a really great way to generate some extra income as well. So if you're looking for a way to save time and effort when creating new sites, or if you want to create a unique and professional website, then Wix themes are a really great option. So let's get started. So when you first log into the Wix dashboard, you'll see your Wix Studio dashboard as well, covering all of the sites that you currently have and notifying which ones are made with Wix Studio, which ones are made with the editor, things like that. So what you want to do is click on the Create New Site option on the top right, and you have two options. You have options to create another site with editor, or you have the options to create a site with Wix Studio. With the Wix Studio option, there's three options. You can start from a completely blank canvas. So there's no templates, no colors, no themes or anything. You do everything from scratch. You can start from a template that Wix Studio offer, or you can use your own template. And this will probably come into effect once you've actually created your own template first, save that, and then once you do that, you can use your own template. So for now, what we're going to do is start from a template. We'll also look at how to start with a blank canvas as well. So the process is very similar to using the editor. You'll get a you'll get a showcase of a bunch of templates by Wix Studio. You can view them, you can edit them as you want, but essentially you would just go through each of them. And there's different versions. So you can have templates or you can have wireframes. So the templates are more themed. They'll have like images stayed over, font colors, all of that. And then with the wireframes, they'll just show the layout. And it's up to you to then add your own colors, themes, images, things like that. So we're going to use the wireframes to create a very basic site. We are going to use one of these here to view them. Before you actually edit them, you can just hover over each of them and just click on view and see what that template looks as you scroll down. And also what it looks like on different devices as well. All of these templates are mobile responsive. So kind of it's up to you if you wanted to use one of these or not. This one looks good. So what we're going to do is we're going to use this one. We're going to click on edit template on the right here to open a new site with that template and wireframe. So you can see we have the section here, and we have the new editor here as well. So you can see the layout is pretty much the same. You've got the tools here to add new pages. You've got the tools to add different assets and manage your pages and the theme as well. And then you've also got a section on the right, and this works as almost like an element editor as well. So for example, if I click on this element, this will now change to show all of the options that I can do with that element. The Studio Editor provides a really wide range of practical tools to ensure your website looks really good on all screens, and this means that you can focus on the design and spend less time figuring out the right sizing units for every single element. So you can design an element the way you want it to look on desktop and choose a responsive behavior that meets your needs. The responsive behavior ensures that it automatically adjusts to different breakpoints. So to give an overview of the editor, this page here, right in the middle of the editor, this part here, this is known as the canvas. So the canvas refers to the page you're designing right in the middle of the editor. And you can see the default size of the canvas you want to work with and drag the handles as well on the right and left side if you wanted to make the canvas a little bit bigger. This isn't the size layout of your website. This is just your own canvas and what you can work with. Clicking an element selects it and it opens a toolbar of options, and these options vary depending on the type of element, helping you customize it with all your needs. So you can hover over an element to select thing as well. What you can also do is you can hover over a labeled element to select one of its parent elements instead. So for example, this button here, if I hover over that, I can see the parent elements that's part of it. So the parent element is the stack. And then there's also a cell, and there's also this section as well. So it makes it really easy to really pinpoint what it is that you want to select as well. You can also do the same in the editor on the top right. So if I hover on the top right, you can see all the parent elements for that text as well. If I click on the two dots. The parent elements are for this stack is the cell. And if I click on that, I can see all the cell options. And if I click on section, I can see the section options as well. So the next part is the top bar here. So the top bar includes lots of useful tools to control the site and view of your canvas. So you can hover over the Wix Studio logo over here to open a menu with site actions, viewing options and shortcuts to other parts of your account. Using the page dropdown is very quickly to navigate between site pages. This is also the same in the previous editors with the ADI and the normal editor that we had, the Editor X. And the list of pages is organized by the page type. So for example, store pages will be in one section, member pages will be in one section, but it's all going to be found in this dropdown. So you can find one of the pages that you need a lot quicker. In the middle of the top bar, you can find everything to do with breakpoints and responsive sizes as well. You can click on the breakpoints to see and adjust a page in different screen sizes. And the screen size you see is the current size of the canvas. So it's also the default size for editing for the breakpoint you're currently on. So each breakpoint can have its own default size, and you can set it to whatever that's comfortable for you. Or you can just leave it to the default sizes that Wix Studio come with. On the right-hand side here, you can see who else is currently working on this website, because this Wix Studio editor means that other people on your team, your colleagues, can also collaborate with you on the website. They can edit the site, they can edit the pages exactly how you want it. And you can also check the site notifications. Your undo and redo actions are here as well. You can preview and obviously publish your site as well. So most of that is similar to what we've had previous. It's styled a little bit differently as well. On the left side panels, of the Studio Editor, you can find the main panels that you'll work with. So you have the Add Elements panel here. You can find hundreds of elements to add to the site, whether they are design elements or business apps, like online stores. You can use the tabs to navigate between the different types of apps that you can add to your site. Then you have the Layers tab, and this is basically will let you see the pages, layers, and elements in like hierarchy from top to bottom. When you're selecting a parent element, for example, a section container in the panel, you can see all of the elements that are inside it. So for example, if you click on this section here, you can see it selects on the page which section that is. And then we can also see within that dropdown what is actually in each cell, each section, things like that. What you can also do is rename each section. So as you can see, just like this, it's just a list of sections that's not very easy to navigate. If we click on each section, so for example, if I click on this section, I can see it's a featured service section. I can click on the three dots and I can just click on rename. And just rename that to featured services section. And that way, and I can do that with all of these sections here. So that way I know really quickly what each sections are. It makes it a lot easier to navigate. So definitely recommend doing that as you go and add different elements to your site. Next, you have the Pages tab, and this will allow you to add new pages, edit each page's settings, and delete those that you don't need anymore. You have the global sections, and this panel shows all of the global sections, which are sections that you set to appear on multiple pages. You can rename, duplicate, delete, or add global sections to pages that they don't appear on. And then you have Site Styles as the next tab, and this is very similar to what we've had before. You basically allows you to set the typography, style, color, and page transitions, and essentially the theme palette for your entire site. You will do it here. So all of the typography that you want to use for your headings and your paragraphs will be applied here. Colors, all of that will be applied here as well. Next tab is the App Market, and this just allows you to browse through hundreds of apps in the Wix App Market and find the one that suits your needs. You have then the Content Manager, and this will allow you to manage sites' contents, collections, and dynamic pages. And then you have a section to add some code. So you can extend your site's functionality with code, create a JavaScript web app, things like that. So this is very new. This isn't offered in the Editor X, so this is new to the Studio. So definitely a lot more functionality in this one as well. If you scroll all the way down to the bottom, there is a comments section as well. So this is useful when you're collaborating on a site with multiple people. You can type in your comment and other people can see if it's a comment about a certain section that needs changed. You can apply that as well. This little tab here is the video tutorials. This will allow you to essentially quickly view some videos about using certain things like the Studio Editor. These are from Wix as well. So you're able to check anything that you might have a problem with as well. And then the little question mark at the bottom is the little help center. You can ask the community, you can report bugs, you can contact customer care really quickly from that area. So that is an overview of Wix Studio Editor, and then this is our template theme as well. You can sort of see that it's really similar to how Wix Editor was and the ADI, but there's just a lot more functionality. There's also a lot more customizability we can do. For example, adding in the responsive behavior as well, and adding in the different styling as well for that as well. So you can see with the template, it's still the same. You're still adding different pages, and you can also edit that template as well. With the blank canvas, it'll look a little bit different. So this time when we're at our account dashboard, when we create a new site, we are going to create a site from a blank canvas and let that set up as well. So this is the blank canvas, and as you can see, it's a lot more different to how the template or the wireframes were. It's still the same in terms of the different panels that you have. You've got the left panel here with all of the pages, elements. You've got the responsive bar on the top here, and on the right you've got the editing elements as well. But the actual canvas is a little bit different. We only get the header. We also get the footer as well, and then everything in the middle is blank. So it's completely up to us how we style and add our elements and how we add the layouts as well. So depending on what kind of business you have, what kind of website you're making, and also your time and your budget, it's up to you whether or not this is an option, but you do have the option to completely start from scratch as well. You can start with adding in your pages and editing your site theme as well, which we'll cover in the next video. So let's talk about some of the benefits of using a template design over a custom design. The first one is usually cost. So templates are typically more affordable in custom design. This is because templates are pre-made and can be reused by multiple people, which drives down the cost. The main one is time. So templates can save you a significant amount of time as well. And this is because you don't have to start from scratch when you use a template. You can simply customize a template to fit your needs. Templates are typically very easy to use. If you don't have any design experience, you can still use a template to create a professional looking website or document. And templates can help you create consistent designs across all of your marketing materials. And this can help strengthen your brand identity and make your business look more professional. There are some drawbacks, for example, limited flexibility, technical issues if you're not familiar with web design or coding, but mainly a lack of originality. So templates can make your website or document look less original than a custom design. Overall, the benefits of using templates typically outweigh the drawbacks, but it's important to weigh pros and cons carefully. So there are some things that you want to consider whenever you want to choose the right template. The first thing is purpose and content. So you want to take into account the reason of your website. So like if your website is mainly for written content, you want to look for a template that can house written content in an easy to read way. If it's a very visual kind of service that you offer, then you want to make sure the template you choose has space for lots of images, big images, high quality images, things like that. You want to consider what your design aesthetic is, content presentation and scalability as well. And you want to be able to demo and preview the site as well. So there are also some benefits of using a custom design over template. First one is that it's a unique and original design. So when you create your own design on Wix, you can create a website that's truly unique and reflects your brand. You're not limited by the design of a template. And when you create your own design on Wix as well, you have complete design control over every aspect, from layout to colors to fonts, as we've seen with the new Studio Editor. Wix offers a wide range of design and tools and features, which gives you the flexibility to create any type of website you want. And they're also very scalable, which means that they can grow with your business and you can add new pages as well. It may take a lot more time to do your own custom design as opposed to using a template. That's because you'll need to start from scratch and design every element yourself. And creating your own design on Wix requires some basic design skills. So if you're not familiar with web design, you might find it difficult. And overall, the benefits of creating your own design on Wix typically outweigh the drawbacks, but it's important to weigh the pros and cons carefully. So there are some things that you want to consider when you're designing your own website. It offers a high degree of customization and creative freedom, but it comes with some added responsibilities and challenges. So here are several important considerations when opting for a custom website design. You want to consider your goals and objectives. You want to consider what your target audience is, your brand identity. You want to make sure it all matches. You want to consider the UX, and you want to consider the web standards and accessibility guidelines. MidJourney and DreamStudio will generate unique images and artwork based on textual descriptions. So designs, in terms of AI, this AI platform can basically generate some content in terms of design and image. Let's see how they work as well. So what is MidJourney? MidJourney is an artificial intelligence program and service that takes the user's prompts and generates unique images. Their goal is to expand the imaginative powers of the human species. So it's essentially another AI image generator. And an AI image generator essentially takes a text-to-image tool that was designed to make it easier for digital marketers and content creators to create images online. They do this by using a machine learning algorithm, and they're able to generate realistic photos and illustrations based on a set of instructions. The way AI text-to-image works and the way MidJourney works is using something called the diffusion model. So diffusion models are trained on hundreds and millions of images, each with a caption describing the image in words to essentially learn the relationship between the text and the images. Through the process, the network also learns to infer other conceptual information about the world, such as what colors or elements would make an image feel like it was created by a certain artist or a certain brand. After they've been trained, the models learn to take a text prompt provided by the user, create a low-resolution image, and then gradually adding new details to turn it into a full image because it's now learned how to do it billions of times over. This process is repeated until the final high-resolution image is produced. Diffusion models don't just modify existing images, they generate everything from scratch without referencing to any images that you might find on the internet. And this means that if you ask them to generate an image of a dog, they won't just find an image of a dog and then add details to it. They'll create the image of a dog from scratch based on their understanding of what a dog is. And this approach has a few benefits. It makes them more efficient to train. Images generated by diffusion model are more realistic, and it makes it easier to control a generated image. For example, if you want the dog to be a specific color, you can just include that in your text prompt. So overall, text-to-image AI models have come a long way in recent years. With the advent of diffusion models, they're able to generate more realistic-looking images than ever before. With MidJourney's AI tool, it's a smart program capable of translating your text prompts into an image in any style that you desire, despite having never seen a picture of, say, for example, a cat riding a horse. The image generator can extrapolate from what it has learned to render it for you. In the same way, you could probably sketch a drawing from what we know of cats and horses. In doing so, the images generated aren't copied from anywhere and they're completely unique to you. So with MidJourney, it can be a really fun program to kind of play around with and kind of see what you can do to kind of get started as well. The benefit of AI-generated anything is endless. With just a few keystrokes, you can make images that look like they were shot by a professional photographer or create objects and people that don't actually exist in real life. A ton of benefits can come from an AI image generator, and some of them include increased productivity. So with an AI image generator, you can create stunning visuals in seconds without having to learn complex editing software. And then you can have more control over your images, so you can easily adjust the textures, lighting, and shadows to get the exact look that you want, and uniqueness as well. So every single image you generate is created from scratch, so you can be assured that being different is quality that you'll have with using the text-to-image generators like MidJourney. and limitless imagination. So you can use AI image generators to create imagery of anything in any style that you desire. As cliche as it sounds, your imagination is truly the only limit. Not to mention, it can be really fun to just go on an AI image generator and just create as many images and art simply just for your own pleasure. Productivity aside, rendering random images can be a lot of fun. So even just to try it out, it's simply something that's worth doing. So to get started with MidJourney, what you want to do is go on to MidJourney's website. And the way MidJourney works is you use it through the Discord platform. So you need to create an account on Discord and then join one of the MidJourney servers and then use the MidJourney bots to essentially generate your image. It's important to note that as of right now, MidJourney have stopped doing their free trials. So you will need to create an account and sign up to one of their plans if you want to keep using it. But even if you just wanted to sign up and see what other people have been asking the bots to draw or create, you can still do that even without an account. But the first thing you want to do is make sure that you have a Discord account created. So to do that, you just want to go into discord.com and you want to click on register. Or if you already have a Discord account, then you can just sign in. But you just want to create an account, just type in your email, username, password, and your date of birth. And just click continue. Once you have everything done, then it will ask you to verify your password or verify your email account. And they'll just send you an email to the email that you set here. And then it'll ask you to verify your account, basically. But once you have your account set up and verified, it'll look something like this. So you'll see sort of all your account details here. Any kind of servers that you're a part of, they'll be added in here. And you can explore sort of public servers and just add different servers. And within that, you can then join different communities and things like that. So what you want to do now is look for the MidJourney server. Another way you can do this, so you can either do this with the Discover page and you can see MidJourney is actually a featured community. The other way is if you go through MidJourney's documentation, you can go onto the Get Started page and there should be a link to join MidJourney through their Quick Start Guide. So if you click into Quick Start Guide, it should tell you to, they'll ask you to go onto the MidJourney Discord. What you might find though is when you click on this link, it might be broken, in which case all you need to do is go back into the discovery section and look for the MidJourney look for the MidJourney server. But once you've joined the MidJourney server, all you need to do now with MidJourney Discord, all you need to do now is look for a server, and you're looking for a server that starts with the phrase newbies, and just join one of these rooms. And essentially, from there, you can ask bots to create an image for you using their AI-based text-to-image generator. So you can see even within this chat, so if we click on this one here, you can see in this chat there's already some people that have submitted in some prompts, and the MidJourney bot will then take that prompt and create an image out of it. And it's really cool. So this is all within the free version of this, and all you need to do is just click into one of these rooms, and you can, with the free version, you can view already existing images that people have asked already, and then you can make edits as well. If you wanted to type in your own prompt, then all you need to do is come down to this typing section here, and you want to do / and you're looking for the imagine prompt. And then after that, you would just type in the name of your actual prompt, whatever that is. And then just hit enter. So you'll see once you enter, the first thing that it'll ask you to do is to check if you have a subscription added. So right now we don't have a subscription, so it's not going to actually generate that image. If you wanted to have the bot to generate an image for you, what you want to do is click into this open subscription page prompt, and you want to click on yes. It'll take you to the subscription page in a new tab. And you can purchase a subscription, and they have different sort of plans from yearly billing and monthly billing as well. It's slightly cheaper if you were to go for an annual billing, but you do have the option for monthly billing as well. With each of the plans, you see you can get different perks with it as well. So things like the amount of credit top-ups that you get, unlimited relaxed generations, and how fast the generations are. And how many you're limited to as well. So with the basic one, you are limited to about 200 generations a month, meaning you can only generate about 200 photos every single month. With the standard and the pro plan, you'll get something called fast generations. So the fast generations, or fast hours, basically refer to how long it's going to take to process your image. So their image processing comes in two forms. There's fast and then there's relaxed. Fast tries to give you a result instantly, and it's their highest priority processing tier. It's a little bit more expensive, but relaxed puts you in a queue behind others based on how much you've used the system in relaxed mode. The basic plan comes with about 200 fast GPU minutes, standard with 15 fast GPU hours, and pro with 30 GPU hours. And 1 hour is roughly 60 image generations or upscale commands, and roughly 200 image variation commands as well. These numbers are experimental though and can change at any time. So yeah, you get a bit more obviously with the more expensive plans, but even in the most basic plans do have quite a few perks with it as well. Once you've selected a plan, you can then go back and the AI bots will essentially, the Discord bots will essentially start building your image based on the prompt that you've given it. Using the Discord chat, you can see different images that people have asked for and what MidJourney bot has used to do that. You can favorite things and you can make variations as well, again, depending on what plan that you're on. And they can create really high quality images that way as well. On the MidJourney website themselves, they've got a showcase. They've got a community showcase here where you can see different things that people have already created using the image generator. And you can also, if you hover over it, you can also see what prompt that they use to get this kind of style of image. So you can see they're very kind of detailed prompts. Some prompts have what kind of styles that they want it in, what kind of art style that they want it in. Some styles have it in like the view size and what kind of art style as well. So you can see exactly like the more detailed that you have your prompt, the more high quality your image is going to be, the more unique your image is going to be. And there's loads of unique images out there as well. With the prompts, you can type in some parameters. Parameters like high definition, the parameters are going to be aspect ratio, the quality, all of that you can type in as part of your prompt as well. If you go into the home for MidJourney and go into help and FAQ, you'll be taken to their documents, and you can see through their getting started and their user guide, they have essentially how to use essentially the different command lists and the different settings and prescales as well. So like what kind of version of MidJourney that they want to use, what kind of style, how many qualities, things like that. And you can really kind of customize your prompt to how you want your image to look. And again, the more detailed your prompt is, the better that your image will be, the more unique and the more high quality it will be as well. So it's a really kind of cool tool to use. MidJourney is one of those things that can be a really good creative outlet. When it comes to applying these images in the real world, it's really good for things like content marketing. A good picture is worth 1,000 words, and AI-generated images have the ability to turn 1,000 words into 1,000,000, whether you're writing an article, building a web page, running an ad campaign, building up an instant library of creatives, or even for some social media posts, using the AI generated images can be a really good thing. It's also really good for artists and designers. You can inspire and fuel creativity using the AI generated images to kind of springboard your ideas and kickstart your kind of creative process. MidJourney's AI has learned from millions of images and text all over the web and has gained an understanding on how to read and create relevant pictures. Each time you ask the bot to generate an image, it doesn't copy or pull images from anywhere, but it considers the concepts that it already knows, and it creates new images from scratch every single time. And when it comes to the copyright on all these images, every generation is done from scratch. So you know that it doesn't pull any images from anywhere. So while the service is quite unique, the more in-depth your prompts are, and the more details that you give when you're running your prompts, the more unique it can be. If you're worried about someone copying your design, don't be. There's always a chance that someone will use a similar prompt. That's why it's always better to be as detailed and as precise as possible. It's important to note that the images that you create are public domain, so you are free to use them, but you don't own the copyright, so they can be used by anyone for any purpose, including any commercial purposes as well. So you can feel free to use them for anything that you like as well. In terms of any restrictions, there are some restrictions on what art you can create. It's always advisable to create content responsibly, depending on what platform that you're using. Some platforms like Hypotenuse will censor not suitable for work type art. So always just kind of be wary of that. But in general, you can pretty much create everything, ask the AI to create everything as well. The quality of some of MidJourney's images is why it's a favorite amongst many people. It can be really good. It can create absolutely high quality and mind-blowing results that you almost that you can use almost for everything as well. You can see even with the community showcases, there's loads of different images that people have been creating in so many different styles with different prompts and things like that. So you know that it's a really good kind of quality kind of AI-based image generator. Software like MidJourney, DALL-E, Hypotenuse AI are very high profile and they're packed with tons of great features. There's also a bunch of alternatives as well that get the job done. But AI in general is something that's really cool. And this type of AI where you can sort of generate your own images, even if it's not something that might help with your business or anything like that, it's also something really good to kind of learn about, even just fun to kind of play around with to see what kind of images you can create and maybe use them for anything that you might want to as well. So definitely something worth checking out and looking into. If you enjoyed this video, let us know in the comments what you enjoyed the most. What platform or product do you think that you'd enjoy working with? And if you have any thoughts, leave them in the section below, and we'll see you in the next one.